Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to teach you how to do the scopus data searching for the bibliometric project we're doing. So essentially what it is I have a folder that if you haven't been invited to, I will invite you to. It kind of explains the project, what we're doing. To date, we've essentially collected all the faculty roster profiles. We may need to collect a few more, so we are working on finishing that. However, we can start collecting the actual bibliometric data, which is citation-based data or publication-based data. And so the first system we're going to do this with is with Scopus. So in order to do this, essentially what you do is you would go to Wayne State Scopus, or if you're at another university, I know we have some people that are working on this project at other universities, search your university with Scopus, and then it'll come up through your library so you can access Scopus through your library system. So essentially what most universities have is this. You'll click on it in Scopus. And so what you get to is the actual Scopus databases that lets you look up authors. So you click authors, and this is where you're going to do your searching based on the profiles, which are found right here, faculty rosters. That's the data sheet that I'm pulling up right here. So I'm going to do an example for this Jennifer Bia at the University of Arizona. So you go to Scopus, you input her name, last name, first name, and usually you always put in the affiliation. Very rarely can you get away without putting in the affiliation. Hit search, and if this person shows up, they will show up. So there you click on the name and it'll bring up her Scopus profile, and here's the data that we're collecting. We're collecting the number of documents, how many citations they have, how many citing documents they have, the H index, and then two other, which go here, I'll show you. On the Excel sheet, Scopus starts right here where it's highlighted. So put in the data of the search. Do they have a Scopus profile available? So if you search their name and you try to do a couple different versions of the searches, sometimes you can look someone up on the internet. Maybe they have a maiden name, maybe they were at a different university, things like that. I want you to try a couple different searches if you don't find the Scopus profile right away. Then you input that, how many documents, H index, total citations, number of citing documents. The two other things we need to look on Scopus are how many publications did they have in 2020 and what is their most cited publication. So how many publications did they have in 2020? Right here, 10. And then their highest cited one, you can sort this by highest, and there you go, 65. Okay, so the Scopus searches are pretty straightforward. I will assign, if you've already been assigned a state, work on that state. If you haven't been assigned one, then I will assign you one. You would just keep going down here. Obviously for Floyd Ski Chilton, you most likely are going to put Floyd Chilton in to see if they show up. Let's just try for fun here to see if we can find this person. Okay, and there he is. Click on it and collect the data. So if someone doesn't show up, let's see if there's a person on here I can remember. Not quite, but let's try this. Let's see if it works if we put my name in at University of Arizona. I've never been there, so no authors were found. That would be no Scopus profile. However, if you put in my correct information, I should show up. And there I am. Okay, so this is how you do your searches. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to set you off. If you have any questions, email me. If you want to go over it in person, I'm happy to do that. We can set up a Zoom call. But I figured I would just make this video since I have a lot of people coming on and off this project over time. So thank you for your attention.